oh, okay, now I understand this. This is really interesting, and I love it. I really do. Does anybody else have any questions or?
Did you have other people doing genealogy as well for you?
Actually, in the acknowledgments at the first of the book, no genealogist works by themselves. People are constantly working on their families, coming from different directions, you know. And there, I list about 6 or 7 Andrews genealogists that were working on the Andrews side of the family. And I was very lucky. They did a lot of good work. And one of them, he's passed away now, and Andy Andrews from Chiefland, he couldn't, and I couldn't either. I couldn't figure out exactly where William came from and why, and you know, where did he get the money to do what he did in the early days. I couldn't, and why was he being appointed to things? Who did he know? To this moment, I still am not sure who he knew that he got these appointments, you know. But Andy hired a professional genealogist who worked specifically in the Washington, D.C. area. And that work was vital to understanding William's background before he came to the state of Florida. Without Andy's work, I would have had a lot more, you know, trouble than what I had.
So, I know you probably read or referenced at least the A Time Remembered.
And
How, in what time frame are you?
They're later.
Yeah.
They're later. That one I think starts just before the Civil War.
Right.
And
So
they're still up in what we call East Florida, around the St. Johns River somewhere, and then they go south. So it's more the settlement. Remember I told you South Florida started filling up. They went south down into there. So they came in about, I'd say about 30 years behind, maybe 25 years to 30 years behind this group.
So this is why I find this so interesting, because this predates it.
Yeah.
And I, you know, that's one of my favorite books as well.
Oh, I love
remember.
that.
Again, growing up in South Florida, one of my girlfriends from law school, her dad bought, you know, a foreclosed house right on Griggle Avenue, you know, and he started the first bank of Miami, which is referenced in there, and you know, they were did very well, you know, but I mean, so that was my introduction to how Miami and South Florida, and you know, being there from 1969 to, you know, 84 or whatever, graduated. So, you know, to understand how that growth, that's a land remembered, or it ends at the beginning of the starting of Miami. This gives you the precursor a little further middle Florida, closer to Tallahassee, than the, and then later a land remembered. So it would be interesting to read it in land remembered after reading this. Again, just for that, you know, continuity.
I did get a wonderful review that I saw that didn't get on Amazon. I wanted on Amazon, and I've asked them to please put it there. And it said that that if you like a land remembered, you'll like this.
Oh yeah, you definitely want that.
Oh, come on. I want it on Amazon.
Well, we'll always have it available here in town, and yeah, to local bookstore.
Yeah, but
what
happens is it gets out.
I
Amazon
totally
gets
agree.
it out.
I totally agree.